What's going on, people? OG back on the screen. So we have Uncle Demi's video. Shout out to him. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. But it's some key things that I've been saying to everyone. 2K is gonna patch this year and balance it out. Why? Because the whole year, it's like people don't. It's just like if you did something in your house when you was a kid or something, like you think you're gonna keep getting away with something, your parents finally get on it and put you on punishment or put you in trouble or something like that. The whole year, everybody was using glitch builds. Next gen. And remember, it was separated, so people really wasn't using glitch builds on the current gen and everybody was playing that. But everybody who was on next gen kind of ruined the kind of like experience for people because it was glitch builds. It's so many glitch builds on there. They don't even understand how other players are using normal builds. Think about how the regular people who just get 2K probably just want to play online, like they're in the casual mode. They don't know how to make glitch builds unless they go on YouTube. It's no way. So the glitch build thing became a whole big thing to where players was just overstacking their builds, and we couldn't see how 2K was trying to walk into this realistic IRL basketball playstyle new game to where now your stats is balanced and it's more like chess pieces out there. I keep telling people chess pieces because the game of chess, don't you gotta be more creative on how you move and trick a person and do this? So you gotta do that same type of stuff with badges in 2K. Attribute stats. No attribute stat is better than the other. You could have somebody with a low 75 passing, but he knows how to pass better with somebody that has an 85. Literally, that is real. But it depends on IQ, the person's brain, the person that is playing the game, and you're moving this controller with your hands, your body. So understand that always counts. Now we're gonna get into Uncle Demi's video. I already watched and skimmed through some of it, and it's already confirmed. Builds are patched. He already was talking like how when you spike, and I'm gonna let y'all hear it. When you spike in certain areas, you won't even be able to go up in certain areas. That is beautiful. That is beautiful to me because it's now like I've been saying, chess. It's 2K's chessboard. Now we get to show how we want to come on their chessboard now based on how we put our stats up and what we're using. More uniqueness, individuality. I'm that type of person. Y'all know how I am. I don't like being like nobody. I don't like to be where it's like, damn, people could just line me up with a person. Like I like to stand out and be like, okay, I'm my own person. I don't gotta be competing, be better than nobody, but people look at me like I'm an individual. I like that feeling. It's a different feeling, right? There's no competition, there's no competing, there's no like none of that. You just doing your own thing. That's how I look at it. So that's what 2K is reaching for this year, and I've been saying that. The glitch build stopped that. Everybody was able to get high shooting, high playmaking, good defense, good finishing, and some good physicals. No, hit season now. We're gonna go back here. Matter of fact, let's listen to Demi first. Let's listen to him first.
Right? So people was like, yo, like, I don't like the fact that a pure red pie chart can be really, really good in rebounding and really, really good in defense.
Facts. That is realistic. Once he agrees to this and tells me like, okay, they took away that physicals and defense being meshed together, y'all really think now, all the people that have been coming at me and I've been trying to just drop gems and just be clean and drop gems, y'all really think now you just having your perimeter defense up is going to help you towards block? I really feel like now 2K has added to where they separated contesting outside and contesting inside. Bigs are going to have the anchor, and if you can get big wingspan and big ability to block and jump up, you're going to get the anchor badge inside the paint area. Challenger is going to be outside with your contest and how you block. It's going to stack on with perimeter because, yes, you have to have good perimeter defense to play that, but ultimately, you're going to need to have a good high block to get that challenger badge high. To get the challenger badge to go up so you can challenge better. Challenging the block. Think about block is just a bold word, but think about how block all plays out. It's going to take your speed. See, everybody just wants to add the perimeter in there because Mike Wayne said it on Twitter. Duh, of course, when you slide them, but it's going to take your speed to be able to catch up, your acceleration to plant your feet, turn and go back to somebody, right? Lateral quickness, all that stuff is in speed and acceleration. So they just took out that detail how they used to have it, ball handling, speed, ball handling, stuff like they just took it out of detail. They could go in detail and pass accuracy and say bounce passes. That's too deep though, Let's go in.
Should be two different things, right? Like rebounding should be one separate category and defense should be another separate category. Well, guess what? That's what you're going to get. Because if you max out all your rebounding and block and your interior defense, on God, you won't even have enough to even max out like your standing dunk or anything like on your red. So if you max out all your red, you're not even gonna have anything to be able to put in on your blue. Like, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
On God. And what Demi is saying, because I'm gonna have to piece through this a little bit. Max out 99. See the all 99s. What did I say? Balanced year. You can spike certain stats and you will literally be that type of guy on the court. We had 2Ks like this before. See, that's why I had to get a little deep, and we've had 2Ks like this before, just with not the badges and the new motion engine and technology. But we've had 2Ks where it played out like this, where people were really just strong in a certain role. You needed that on the court. You needed that piece. You needed that piece. We're just a little bit more advanced now. So he's just basically saying, like, you can't get demigods. So don't take it as like, yo, what? That's so trash. Like, no, you still gonna be able to play and do stuff. Like, trust me, you'll still have certain stats that's balanced. And since the year is like this now, since they have it like this, I know that they changed the way how certain stats play out. I know how when you add in boost onto your player now, think about it, man. There was so much. Think about it. We were so OP with sniper and all that stuff, and they had boost in the game still. So trust me, they just took a hit to little things. A lot of things got hit. A lot of the finishing is better overall. So we can't even look at 75 layup as bad. No more 80 dunk bad. No, we cannot do that. Stop having the 22 mindset. People can't do that when it's time to transfer over to a new game. It's the same reason why people are stuck in the 17, want 16 to come back, want the arcade to come back, and it's not. And so many people are complaining.
Crazy. So like, you got to make the decision if you want to specialize. Yo, I just want to be a rebounder, right? So I want to be a rebounder. I can't really focus on my block and my interior defense like that. I just want to make sure I get my rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to get the mindset of being like a role player. You know what I'm saying?
So when I look at it like this, it just shows me when it comes to the badge points and the recipes, how they say they want you to make tough choices. Man, I better stop playing with OG. Telling y'all, this is why they stopped dropping demos. I'm really gonna own that they stopped dropping demos because of me. Just how I break stuff down, and it's not even just because, like, there's so much other stuff you could see in a demo. It's not even like, oh, because I break a demo down, right? It's not even nothing like that. Like, oh, I'm dropping my build. Everybody drops builds and could drop good stats and stuff. It's the other stuff I'll peek. Now, here we go. When they talk about the tier system, right? And they talked about how they had the new tier system. You have to use the lower badges. So the lower badges, right, is going to be based off of where you start going in a certain area. Okay, you start going real high and shooting area, not really high, just bouncing the shooting area. You're gonna start seeing the silver. So if you start going like somewhere like in the 70s area with shooting, you're gonna start seeing the silvers pop up. Silvers and the bronze and the tiers pop up. Yo, but they have it balanced. So is that really easy? It's the same thing as last year, but they just hit the stats. They balanced it out. They hit the stats and how much points you get. There's not as much points as last year. Uncle Demi in this video said, look at the badge points he has. He had like 40 on the shooting on one build. He said, look at the badge points right here. He said, you're going to get half of this now. And why will you get half of this? Because they're going to make it a quest. Think about this. In the seasons, 2K can just offer more badge points for a reward. They could give us 2.
These are 6.
They can give us 1 each category. Think about that, and it'll make everybody happy. Man, listen. Please, all my loyals, just hold my predictions. Like, I can't wait till the IRO game. We so like increased my predictions. Is everybody just remember me saying these predictions? Remember me saying this, that they're gonna probably offer us more badge points within the seasons to our builds. If they're giving us lower badge points, saying we're gonna get half, so he can't get this 40 shooting badge build. Okay, your Curry build will be a build with like 20 shooting badges, high attribute stats, and then later on in the season, you get more. So by the end of the 2K cycle, you could end up having a Curry build with 35 shooting badges, something like that. You know, we can see how they just balance it. I can see it so quick. I can't put all the words into this one video and just get it going off this one video, but I know people who's been watching understand what I'm talking about. All right, now let's kick off of here about this as well too. Y'all go subscribe to my man Clamp. He did not make, look, he said, I'm a stream if you want to see the process. He is making these personalized for me. So, and I have to show this because there's a lot of stuff that narratives will go around, right? Look at this, a day ago, right? A day ago. But if we go into times, I've uploaded these thumbnail pictures first. Swante has it on his channel, right? A day ago, more views, all this. I don't even care. I don't even trip. It's once the narratives come out. For nobody, but I know where the narratives is coming from because people's typing it. Brutal has it in his thumbnail. He has it in his thumbnail. Chamoma has pieces of it in his thumbnail, so it's like he took it. Like, I'm telling you, like, come on. People gotta chill out. People are starting to copy the template. Brother Jones made something that's similar to how it looked. Understand, when you come to this screenshot, okay, we get off my man Clamp. Make sure y'all go subscribe. I need everybody IRL gang because they try to paint a narrative, right? Not saying these YouTubers did. It's just people in my comment section. And I don't know where they're hearing it from. So, look at how this plays out. You see what happens, right? The clamp. And look, he's not tagging none of the YouTubers that you're seeing posted. So people are just seeing this because they're in the 2K community and they're on Twitter. Now look at this first screenshot. That's the actual 2K23 at Community Day. And you see how he looked at that image, zoomed it in, and then made his own copy. You can how the finishing is high. The shooting is kind of like balanced out and it's high up there too. And the playmaking is up there. So you can see somebody's build is kind of like up there. You can see the little tears on the other side of somebody's screen. But you can see that's how the actual builder looks. Your player is going to have on some type of red uniform jersey with 2K on the front of it. Yes, exactly like that. He just made the same exact thing, looked at the colors, good with attention to detail. He's not posting this with the intent to be like, hey, I'm posting a fake picture of the builder. This is why still, when I clicked on Brutal's picture, because I clicked on his video to see how the video's playing out, he talked about it and said, yes, whoever the guy is making it is doing a real good job. The only difference is what he doesn't have is where you can see badges, okay? I'm talking about it in the video, in the same exact video, saying, hey, you can see badges here, but if you go back on this picture, you can't. But this is how the builder would look. You're getting a visual of it. It's going to be changed. It's going to be different. But how the stats is high in certain areas and super hit in certain areas, that's how it's going to be. Do you understand that? Come on. I don't know what people is missing. A lot of people, right? This is why I take pride in being an individual different. A lot of people watch other YouTubers. So when you watch another YouTuber, you see me post something, you hear them say something. I don't know if certain people have certain intentions behind it, but I know that this screenshot was not made for them. It was not made for them to use. They just took it and used it and made their own narrative behind it and said what they want to say behind it. It was not made to say, oh, this is a real screenshot of the builder, my player builder. Everybody was just taking it to get views. This is the world we live in. This is why now I told him when he's making stuff for me, be more just for me. Because we can't just post it out there and people are going to give credit. They're not even giving the man credit. They're not giving him credit. They're just taking it, oh, it's a fake. It's a good fake. He's doing such a good job. No, he's looking at how, okay, we can look at the spikes. Just like how I put it in my last video. Like if it's a chart, if you ever had kids before, you see how the little chart goes up. We can look at this chart and see that there is hits now. You see that the defense, and now that he said, let's go back to Uncle Demi. He's been there. He played the game early. That's somebody people trust, right? With builds and know that, okay, played the game early. Okay, boom. I got my Uncle Demi confirmation here. It's here in the video right here. Boom. You could tell now, because I was trying to give us the benefit of doubt with the stats and look at how these little shade bars up here is like, okay, you could probably reach right here and get a little higher. But no, this is probably how high he could go. Right here. Look at my cursor. Right here. The defense is really stacked. So this is a defender. The shooting is hit really low where it's balanced. This is kind of like balanced though. This is not really like probably super spiked high. You can see in the finishing, this is where I start to see like, okay, it's really spiked differently. In the finishing, you can see it's really spiked high. Right here, like two stats in the finishing, spiked high. Right, 2 or 3 stats spiked high. Then everything else balanced. Shooting, spiked high. Everything else balanced. Why do we have to get these kind of screenshots? They do it on purpose because duh, everybody has clear iPhones and stuff like that, but you're gonna have to set the resolution low. You can't post it out there because it's too detailed. It's gonna show people. People like me can break the game down. That's why I can look at certain stuff and break it down because 2K has a certain build. It has a certain build to the game. Boom, we come over here, you can see physical super high. So whoever was making this build was trying to go for bully. It's everybody there at the community thing. They want to try the newest stuff first so they could come and tell us the information, but the devs done already told us it. So all they're gonna do is just show us gameplay and stuff out of it. They still gotta test it out, try it. They can not like the game later on. They can get to the, I'm telling y'all, they not gonna know how the game feels until they got other good players playing against them. Never, that's why I never trip. I don't trip if I don't get invited out. I don't trip. You would never know. It's still gonna be a whole new experience when everybody's playing in the community, and it's like that year. It's like the whole year just starting off. It's a whole new experience every time for everybody, no matter how early you play the game. And you see right here, this is high. So up here is high, right? Right here is like something shaded, but up here is like kind of high, right? We can see up here is cool. So this build can definitely be like a they was trying to go for like some type of lock shooting build, but we can see that the playmaking is hit. You can see certain gold, and that just may be for certain passing. And then you can see bronze. The new tier system now, right? I told y'all, when you look at the new tier system, you can see this is the only thing he missed out of it, right? That's the only thing he missed out of putting it in there, the tier system. But when he made this, remember, when he made this and this, if you look at the community day, this is why everybody thought it was real, because it looks damn near similar. And that was the purpose of it, so people can get the concept of like, okay, how balanced is the builds? Now, when you look at this and then you go back to Uncle Demi's video and hear how he's talking now, doesn't it make more sense? This is a little bit over amped, but he made this before I even got to talking to him about it. The next one, you see it's way more balanced. It's way more balanced. Because I told him, look, I got predicting gems where if you doing this with me, you making certain visual arts to kind of put the picture out there for people, go crazy. We can have people already learn the game off rip. We don't need no demo, nothing like that. We can start showing people to kind of balance. They can start understanding. Because sometimes when it comes to balancing a build, it's an ego thing with people. Some people just don't want to do that. They mad. They don't like the way how 2K put it. But I'm trying to show people it's a new concept now. They're going to have it to where if you balance all your stats, you'll be able to do everything within a good manner and it'll feel smooth. It's not going to be some super OP type of gameplay. It's going to feel like basketball. Our real basketball play style. Exit off of this. Right? We go on to the tier system. Okay? Gonna finish this up with the tier system. Now look at this. You can tell off rip there's two sides to it. We're seeing two sides to the tier system. Alright? Now, when we look at it, the shooting, we can see Hall of Fame is here. So this person did make sure they had a good certain 3-ball or a midi, one or the other, right? They are able to have that. Right? We could actually going to take this as they can go up there, right? Because this is spiked. That's spiked. Whatever these stats are is spiked, super high, very spiked right here in the playmaking. The playmaking is like just super spiked. 3 areas. Remember how I told you guys, 3 areas. Now, if you don't go with 3 areas, then you can balance out all around. He spiked out high though, defense, finishing, and right here, physicals. And then playmaking is, ugh. Close shot is even bad. Remember, certain stuff like that, you're going to need it. So a close shot, to me, sometimes being low is bad when you want to say, oh, I want to go to the rack and just finish the layup. So now look how in each category, you're seeing some purple over here, you're seeing bronze over here, you're seeing silver. Remember how they said it takes for you to chain certain lower tier badges together, silver and bronze. 8, they said it's 8 in tier 1. Silver and bronze, you gotta put them together. You can see it right here. If you really look at color, you're not colorblind. You can see it's a purple over here, it's a silver right here, and it's a bronze up here, right here, like in the middle. So you're gonna have to chain together those bronzes to unlock another badge, right? You can see it's a gold over here. So they really got it really complicated out to certain badges that you get when you put certain attributes up. And it probably goes for each category. And then when you put certain ones up together, it stacks together. Yeah, I can see it. We come over here, we can see some bronze in here, silver, purple, gold. We can see it in here. You got to chain them together. It's going to be certain combinations that they got. So it looks like 2K did a real balance on the badge aspect of it. The attributes, we're going to be able to put them up certain ways. And then the badge aspect of it, what you get, the tiers, how you have to unlock it, put them together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's still a quest, so... Oh, man. They just made the quest even more effective, too, as well. Unlocking more badges in the season going to be more important. Stuff like that's going to be way more important now. People is going to actually want that more. Getting the gym rat badge. I have the video coming soon right after this. But I just wanted to touch that up, guys. Clip a few things, man. If you're gonna watch other content creators, understand you gotta separate it to a certain point and know that, look, I do my stuff smoothly because people will take stuff, copy, do whatever, and there ain't nothing I can do about it because I'm not jumping in that energy to war with anybody over anything. What I did now to change that next time is I'm gonna just have him make certain things for me. That's it, and me only. So when I post it out, they gonna have to come through me to get it. Or if they do use it, it's gonna be from me. And if somebody's talking about like it's fake or something like this, next time we'll be able to be on it. But he posted it just freely out there to the community after he done sent it to me first already, right? So that's how it played out. Now, this year, like I said, think about 3 things you want to do strongly in 2K and go within a balance within those 3 categories. I wouldn't even say spike your defense and go high, go super high. You can go now, like, yo, now when you guys look at my 80 builds, is when you see how my last T-Mac build, all 80s, do y'all see, does that look too bad? No, because you start to realize, like, damn, they are starting to cut it now. So if you want to go super high and be a super, like, king in that area, you're going to get hit somewhere else. That's the balance that they got there. So you can do that on the court and just be good there, but when it comes down to your other roles and stuff, yeah. So balanced builds are it. I'm telling you, people are still like mad and like frustrated with that. Like they don't want to have to start balancing their build to make them like a real kind of NBA player. Because even my player stats was better than certain NBA players. The badges we can get in certain things and how we can it's better than certain. Remember, we can switch animations to all that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the comment section below. I'm gonna be in the comment section on this.